Hey, what's up? Seventan here, taking a look at the virtual board game Tharsis, developed by Choice Provisions, same guys behind the rhythm music game Laser Life. Tharsis has you reaching the end of your journey to Mars with only 10 more weeks of travel to go. It's been pretty smooth sailing so far, but things are about to get a little bit crazy. After running into an unexpected micrometeoroid field, 2 of your crew members have already perished, as well as your supply of food. With only 4 crew members remaining, you're going to have to manage resources and make numerous repairs in a desperate effort to reach Mars alive. Tharsis is a round-based game where at the start of the round, numerous parts of your ship will take damage, disabling certain systems, and if not dealt with by the end of the round, can do a variety of negative things to your ship and crew. For example, dealing damage to your ship's overall health, dealing damage to your crew members, and reducing your food supply. Once all damage is applied, you can start planning out how to deal with it all. It's very rare that you'll be able to repair all the damaged sectors, so you have to try and create a balance between all of your important resources, absorbing hits where you can. Repairing one of these sectors will require one of your crew members to move to the sector, roll their die, and apply them to the repair cost. The number that you're aiming to achieve is indicated next to each damaged sector, so you can have your crew members with higher dice pools go and deal with the more damaged sections. The damaged areas, the amount of damage, and the negative effects are all random, so you can end up with extremely damaged sections of your ship from the very start. Damaged sectors can also have certain faces of the die marked to have negative effects when rolled. These include stasis that freezes the dice, not allowing it to be re-rolled, injury that will deal damage to the crew member rolling, and finally void that will simply make the die disappear. This is where the game can get a little bit rage-inducing if the RNG gods aren't looking over you, with simple repairs that should only require 1 or 2 crew members, ending up taking the entire crew's dice pool to repair. You can negate these negative dice effects with assist, each assist negating 1 negative die. If a crew member has rolled and applied their die to all available repairs and abilities but still has a die or 2 left over, you can apply them to the research bar at the bottom of the screen. Each dice added to the research pool counts as 1 research point regardless of the number on its face. Once you have enough die, you can activate a research that will apply a positive effect like repairing a sector for a certain amount or disabling negative dice effect. After you have completed the round by deploying all your available crew members, the remaining damaged sections of your ship will start to run off their various damage and supply numbers. If you're lucky enough to survive that, you will then enter the project screen. In front of you will be a couple of different projects, one of which will have to be chosen. Most will have 1 positive and 1 negative attribute, however if you manage to keep each crew member's stress levels down, you can get just positives. Once you select one of the projects, the next round of the game will begin, and again you will be fighting desperately to stay alive. Apart from just repairing damaged sections of your ship, there are also crew abilities and sector abilities that you can take advantage of. For crew abilities, you have 9 different classes or roles that a crew member can be, however you won't be able to take in 2 of the same class. The crew abilities all require and consume a 5 or higher dice roll to use and include things like restoring 1 health to your ship's overall health or healing every crew member in the sector for 1 health. They're quite costly, but when used strategically they can save the mission, at least for a round or 2. As for the sector abilities, well, each sector has a unique ability, so 7 in total. Of that 7, there are at least what I consider to be 4 crucial abilities in assisting your survival. There's the engine room that can repair your ship's overall health quite significantly, the med bay that can restore crew members back to full health, the greenhouse that can produce food that when used on a crew member increases their dice pool, and finally the comm room that provides you with assist that blocks the negative effect dice, stasis, injury, and void. The other sectors are still useful but are extremely situational compared to these others. The other abilities being stress relief, gain dice, and damage-free movement within the ship. During the final 10-week travel phase, it's highly likely that 1 or more of your crew members will die. It's also likely that you will run out of food altogether. The unfortunate parallel here is that you can actually cannibalize your fallen comrades to regain ever valuable dice. There is a downside from being a cannibal besides the whole cannibal thing, and that's that it will increase your crew members' stress levels, thereby providing you with worse projects to select from during the projects phase. Plus your dice will turn red and start splattering blood everywhere. In the grand scheme of things though, it's not too terrible a price to pay. For those of you that like an intriguing story, Tharsis actually provides a very interesting mystery storyline that is slowly fed to you with every week that you survive. It works very well in tempting you to keep trying against all odds to find out what exactly is going on. Other features of the game include a mission mode that will be unlocked at release that will have various challenge scenarios to overcome. If you manage to complete the main campaign successfully on normal, you can also try your luck at the hard mode. Post-release, there will also be a couple of free DLCs releasing for the game that are already in development, including an endless mode and the ability to rename your crew members. Adding on to the replayability of the game, you also have 5 unlockable classes to play as that unlock via mini achievements like repairing so much damage to the ship or producing a certain amount of food. Lastly, there are lifetime stats available if you ever want to see how many successful repairs you have completed or how many times you turned to cannibalism, along with worldwide and friends list leaderboards for the best run in the game. Altogether, Tharsis provides a very desperate and seemingly hopeless sense via its gameplay where you're always trying to only just survive. The gameplay loop is pretty repetitive, but the game moves fast enough that you don't really get bored of it too quickly. Plus, the story adds a nice driving force to the game. It is quite a difficult game too, so it will take a few attempts to even get past the 5-week mark, let alone actually reaching Mars. If you like RNG based games that have you fighting against your environment, or perhaps if you like extremely strategic management games, then Tharsis is definitely worth a look. Anyway, that's been my player preview for Tharsis. The game officially released on the 12th of January and is available on Steam for $14.99 or your regional equivalent, as well as being available on PlayStation 4 and Wii U. If you want to find out more about the game, check out the links below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.